Hey guys, we're back with another Bailey's Big Game Breakdown, and today we got Uncle Cory.
Hello.
Cory, why don't you tell everybody what team you root for in the football world?
I'm a big Colts fan.
That's unfortunate, but yes, you are. Okay, so for the Super Bowl this year, who are you rooting for?
I don't really have a dog in this hunt, but probably Kansas City. My son seems to like Patrick Mahomes in Kansas City, so.
So you're a Swiftie.
No, I'm not. Nope.
It's okay, you can admit it.
I'm not. So as far as to tell my wife and daughter that they'll never buy tickets to see Taylor Swift in concert.
That's so mean. Everly loves her.
I think it's like $10 on Amazon Prime Audio. You can listen to all the songs.
But then you can't see it live. It's just like going to a football game instead of watching it on the TV.
You can see it on YouTube.
Okay, but you can watch football on the TV, but don't you think it's better to... Well, you would say it's not better to...
I think about spending $1,000 on a surround sound and then just watching it on... It's like you're there. And then you still have the surround sound.
You know, I can't argue with you because I don't like leaving the house. So, I mean, you're saying all the right things. When you're watching football, what's your favorite snack?
It's hard to beat like a Velveeta meat and cheese dip.
Ooh, yeah. I feel like everyone... I just like some good old meatballs, too. I gotta bring up, though, because when we brought on Mr. Jeff Saturday, I don't think anyone was more excited than you.
I mean, without Jeff, I don't know how Peyton would have got the ball.
It's a pretty big compliment.
Yeah.
And now you guys are like buddies. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool.
Jeff's a good dude.
You get to hang out with like a football legend. That's not something every typical person gets to do.
That's true.
Yeah. I mean, we work with Ken, but I wouldn't really consider him a football.
Yeah. Ken's pretty fun, though.
I'm just kidding. He is fun. He let me put a Super Bowl ring on. So that, I mean, he gets...
He did bring that. I saw him.
He gets brownie points. Which I was shocked because, you know, sometimes he just leaves that in his car.
No.
Like,
it doesn't surprise me.
I also didn't know. Did you know Tiffany & Co., which is like a very girly jewelry store, they make the Super Bowl rings?
I did see that.
I didn't know that.
Ken's is kind of weak, too. I've seen 2 or 3 different ones, and...
Poor kid.
He should have never left.
Should have never left. But if he hadn't left, he probably wouldn't have gotten a Super Bowl.
That's true. We went with a fast tight end instead of slow and methodical.
Did you just call Ken slow?
Well, Ken wasn't ever fast. He would catch a ball and drag 3 or 4 people 5 yards, which I loved. It was one of my favorite times watching football, was watching Ken drag people. But
I think that's even better than when I first met Ken, and I was worried that he was going to get embarrassed because Dad's like, we're going to do a meet and greet, and Ken's going to do one. And I said, Dad, I don't want him to be embarrassed when nobody knows who he is. And my dad's like, do you not realize, like, Ken's, like, kind of a big deal? And I was like, oh, I just thought he was, like, a bench warmer, like, so he could say he was on the Colts, but he didn't actually, like, do anything. And Dad's like, oh, God.
no, and your dad remembers him because he just destroyed the Dolphins in those games.
Oh, yeah.
When he was a Colt.
So, for the Super Bowl, who do you think's going to take it this year?
San Francisco's got kind of like a superstar or defensive line and top 5 at every position on offense. I would think they would do it. If they don't, then, yeah, you're going to put Patrick Mahomes up there in the top 5 greatest quarterbacks of all time, probably.
Yeah.
And he's still young.
I don't know. I feel like 49ers should be able to pull this out.
Yeah, they should.
They should.
I like Brock Purdy, but he's kind of a game manager. He's not Patrick Mahomes. It's just, I've always said you've got the top running back, 2 wide receivers probably could be in the top 10, 15, a top 5 tight end, best left tackle in the game. You could put a lot of quarterbacks in his position and still manage that. But
that's true.
Yeah, Mahomes doesn't have much to play with. And he's still winning.
What do you think the score is going to look like?
Oh, gosh. 38 to 35.
Yeah, I think it's definitely going to be a close game. I think that's kind of what everybody's thinking. I don't think either's going to take it by a landslide.
Nope.
Hey, I like a good nail biter. I don't know. See, I definitely I'm rooting for 49ers, but T Swift is rooting for Kansas City, so.
Yeah, that's really. I didn't want to say anything, but that's the only reason I'm cheering for Kansas City.
I know. I didn't want to out you.
Taylor.
All right, guys. This is it for Bailey's Big Game Breakdown. We're so excited to obviously watch the Super Bowl this weekend. So we'll be tuning in. We hope you guys too. And thanks for watching.